Hello, and welcome to a spooky special episode of Food Science Fridays. Today, we are spinning spider webs out of sugar. Let's see what I catch in my web. When it comes to spider webs, we probably should be talking a little bit more about protein rather than sugar. After all, real spider webs are made out of silk, which is composed of proteins, not carbohydrates. But no, today for Halloween, I'm going to be spinning my spider webs out of sugar. So grab onto your sweet tooth and let's go for a ride. What we think of in baking as sugar is sucrose usually. So sucrose is composed of a glucose molecule and a fructose molecule that are bonded together to form a disaccharide. Remember the oil and water demonstration that we did in the mayonnaise episode, where we saw that oil and water don't really mix? Well, you can think of sugar as somewhat similar to water in terms of the fact that it is polar. Basically, there are positive and negative charged parts of the molecule. Positive ends are attracted to the negative ends of other molecules, and when you have a bunch of polar sugar molecules, they form hydrogen bonds, resulting in an organized structure called a crystal. When added to water, the attractions water molecules have for sucrose pulls them apart, and those crystals dissolve. And now, let me spin some webs out of sugar crystals. All right, so let's get started making these webs. We've got a cup of sugar and a fourth of a cup water, and I don't have a candy thermometer, so hopefully the thermopen will be okay. Remember, applying heat is adding energy, which will help disrupt those hydrogen bonds and dissolve crystals. Application of heat will also eventually split the sugar crystals into its monosaccharide components of glucose and fructose. If heated further, more bonds begin to break down, releasing hydrogen and oxygen, which unite to form, you guessed it, H2O, aka water. Water will evaporate, and the extent of evaporation will determine how hard the resulting candy is. But we're going to stop before we reach that caramel stage. That's why we'll remove from heat once our mixture reaches 300 degrees Fahrenheit or hard crack stage. So, I know my web weaving technique wasn't exactly perfection. That being said, I guess it takes practice. So, let's try this again. And this time, we'll be adding some corn syrup. Many candy recipes actually call for corn syrup because corn syrup will help prevent recrystallization. Not necessary for spinning webs, but alas, let's try it and see if I can perfect my technique. Corn syrup makes sucrose more soluble and less likely to form large crystals. Corn syrup acts as an interfering agent. It contains long chains of glucose molecules that disrupt the crystal lattice that sucrose forms, therefore preventing large crystal formation. And there we have a web. Now to see what bugs we catch.